Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Divine Guidance with Patricia. I'm so excited to be here again. I know I say that every show. Well, it's true. I'm excited. Um, so for those of you who are tuning into the divine feminine energy that is happening with our sacred mother right now, you are going to want to sit down and really enjoy every vibration of this show and the beautiful guests that I have on today. You know, Creator is working in and through all of us right now. And some of us who have stepped back because of what's taking place or because we feel nobody wants to hear us, they don't need our message. Why am I sitting here? Um, you're really getting a push right now to come out and let your whole well being, beautiful light shine because the world needs it. And the trees need it, and the waters need it, not just the people. And this is a very amazing example of someone who has had that push recently and who is gathering all of her beauty, all of her glory, all of her gifts, all of her wisdom to come forward and share with everyone. So I am really honored to have this lady as my guest. I've met her in person, although I can't remember where, but I know I've met her in dream time and spirit time. So I'm excited. I'm totally honored and I'm humbled to have you as my beautiful divine guest today, Earthkeeper Selina. Welcome to the show.
Thank
Want to
you.
tell us a little bit about yourself?
I would love to. So first I'd like to say greetings, send out warm greetings to all who will listen to this message and hear this and be part of it. And to thank you for the invitation, the kind invitation. I am Nugami Selina, and my spirit name is White Buffalo Star Woman. I come from the Eastern Door. The Eastern Door is this territory that we are in, is Ilnu Mi'kmaq territory of the Wabanaki people. That is of my lineage. I'm a blended spirit of mixed race. And I speak of that because my ancestral wisdom that I carry comes from these different lineages that I acknowledge and honor. First Ilnu Mi'kmaq. Those that came from Mother Africa through the southern United States as enslaved people that were sent here. And also I carry Scottish in my lineage as well. And so I acknowledge all that I've been given through these beautiful bloodlines that make up me in that way. In 1990, I had a powerful spiritual experience where I had an encounter through the dream time with my Mi'kmaq Ilnu ancestors, and they began to help me first to heal. And then they brought me to Earth Mother and reacquainted me with her directly on the journey. And she became my teacher after a time. Now, this over a period of years, this didn't happen right away for me. But it was, and I ended up actually entering into spiritual retreat after 5 years. In 1995, I entered into spiritual retreat for 8 years to deepen my quest for healing of myself. I was a wounded child, and there was a lot that I needed to let go of from this time and previous times. It almost felt as though I had kind of gathered it all up to release it all in this one lifetime or something. There was a lot to let go of, and even a lot more to remember about me. And so it was in the remembrance that I entered into the womb of the earth with Mama, and she took care of me there, brought me into that space to teach me and help me to remember who I am and my original relationship with her as one of her, she calls me one of her record keepers, that I have been given her records from before her birth.
Mhm.
I carry the records. And so as a result of that, I have come here in this lifetime to help her in her rebirthing, her renewal, and also to record what is unfolding. And it's important that we listen to our mama, because she's also bringing uh, great teachings and guidance to help us along so that we'll know how best to serve her and how best to help take care of her as she goes through this journey and brings all of her children with her. So I'm here in that capacity as Earth Mother's helper and as one who remembers all that she is birthed to be, and all that is to unfold as it's being given to us. We don't have it all. We're not meant to. I don't think we have the capacity yet. We're growing, but we're not there yet. So it's exciting, and I look forward to, if you have specific questions to ask of me, I welcome those as well. Mhm.
Oh, you know I will, because that's just
Very
um
good.
I do have to say that you're touching my heart and soul, because I too have a very close relationship with Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And unlike you, I didn't know it was Mother Earth for such a long time. I just knew the counsel of the grandmothers would come from spirit and have me listen to this beautiful lady. I did not know it was Mother Earth for a
Hmm.
very long time. And when it clicked, it was like, and maybe at that time, because of my self worth and my
Yeah.
childhood, I wouldn't have felt worthy
Mm.
and shied away. So, Creator and Earth are the partners in this journey,
Yeah.
in this part of the. No,
Yeah.
yes, no.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I was waiting for some wisdom there. Creator and Earth are guiding the way, and there's such a divine plan, and Mother Earth has achieved so much and is patiently providing space for all of her kingdoms, not just the human race. It's never just about the human race. All of her kingdoms um, to join her in this growth and in this time. And not only that, her holy ones are now able to return because she's achieved so much. They can return here and walk upon in your presence. And don't get me started. This is about you, isn't it? So, my question to you uh, is I just wanted to clarify for the audience, the 8-year spiritual retreat was you retreating
Yes.
on the land and in your own space and time to get to know your whole being. Is that correct?
Yes.
And how was
Correct.
that for you?
How
What did
was
that
it?
look like? What did that look like for you?
It began in 1995, and it began when my twin made his transition. It was like he left the earth and returned back to the spirit world. That opened the pathway for me to now center upon my life and my life's purpose, and without distraction, because the relationship I had with him, our connection was very deep, and he had been quite ill, and so all my attention was with helping him to prepare for his transition. But I didn't realize that him leaving the earth meant a new beginning for me, and a deeper way of going deeper into my own journey, that I was to remain here to fulfill a commitment I had made to Mama before being born. So, but for the first year, I spent in grieving, letting that go, letting him go, and healing from that, because it was, when someone is terminally ill, that brings its own teachings, and I
Yeah.
learned a lot from him about death and dying, which I don't know if I could have learned it with that depth any other way than going through the experience with him. So many beautiful teachings. So it started there. And after 1 year, I did um, a special ceremony to honor his memory, honor him, honor his spirit. It was beautiful, and it completed that for me. And then I could go. And the way it began was, um, I work with ancient councils.
Mm,
So before Mama came, first came ancestor ones. They are Innu Mi'kmaq ancestors, and they were the first ones to show up in my dream time. At first, I didn't know who they were. Like you were saying, they kept coming, but I didn't know who they were. It was just a comfort for me. And then, when that was revealed, um, they would always sing. They would come in the exact same way, but what changed was they would sing these songs, and each song would be a different song. And I would find out that these songs they were singing to me were healing songs. So I began on the journey with the ancestor ones, and then they brought me to another council, which was the ancient ones. And it was the ancient ones who really kind of stepped up, bringing me into a complete alignment with Earth Mother's energies so that I could meet her
mhm,
where she needed me to be. And so that was a lot of shedding of um, woundedness, and shedding of forgetfulness, and shedding of unworthiness that I was carrying, a lot of shedding. But when
So,
I finally did have this encounter with Mama, it first began with them bringing me into a cave.
yes.
And we were all seated in this semi-dark cave and waiting for someone. I didn't know who, but there was this anticipation, and suddenly someone appeared at the front of the cave, at the opening, and they were all disheveled, and you could tell that this being, whoever this being was dying and in deep trauma. And um, it was quite scary. I just felt an initial compassion. Now, what had happened is, before I had that experience, so I'm deep within my own inner connection, and I'm brought by my guides deep into Earth, where they brought me to this cave.
Okay.
Before any of that happened, before any of that happened, um, as I'd sat down to prepare to go in, Creator had come to me and said to me, "Now I want you to remain present and in the moment." And I thought, well, that's a curious thing to say, because I'm usually pretty present when I do my morning meditations and I go in and I connect. I'm usually pretty present. So that's a curious thing to say. Uh, Remain present and in the moment. So while I'm in this cave and I'm seeing this being coming in, I couldn't distinguish masculine, feminine, ancestor ones. I could just, they were all covered. But when they came in and got halfway across the cave coming toward me, I realized who it was. It was Mama, but she was filthy, dirty. She was ill, deeply ill. She was very sick. She could barely move. And immediately I just wanted to weep. Like I was distraught with fear. Like, what have we done to you? What's happened? It scared me. And when she realized that I recognized her finally, because she was covered in dirt and like grime, like, and when she took what little strength she had left, and she literally collapsed into my arms.
Beautiful.
And I
Um,
just wanted to, yeah, go ahead.
I think this is a really good place
Mhm.
to take a quick break, Jacob, and allow everyone to get whatever they need.
Mm.
Because after the commercial, we're going to meet Mama with Selena. So
Yeah.
we'll be right back. Welcome back. I know some people were going, Trish, what did you do? You stopped Selena. I was guided to do that by spirit, everyone, because really wanted you to have that pause to really reconnect with Selena's experience of meeting Mother Earth for the first time, and hoping that you can feel it and be a part of it more by that slight pause. So, Selena, I'm gonna let you get back to Mama and you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. And so it is. I am in the cave. She's come across in the cave. She's come across toward me, and slowly recognized who she was. It's Mama. And then she collapsed into my arms, and I just about broke down. I was stunned by what I was witnessing and experiencing. And then I remembered Creator's words, remain present and in the moment. And I realized she doesn't need me to break down right now. She's looking for my strength. She's looking for me to help her. And so when I recognized that, I stepped into helper mode. You know, we're all have capacity to be helpers to Mama. And so I just found the strength, the courage, the understanding, the presence to be helper. So I held her in my arms, and the ancient ones who were with me in the cave, and the ancestor ones who were with me, they all began to pick things off of her. And I was fascinated by what they were doing. I became fascinated watching what they were doing. And they were just taking and picking things off of her energy field and off of her body, things that had attached to her, that had stuck to her, that did not belong. And though I recognize those things as the woundedness and scarring and abuse that she had suffered, all of those things. And as I'm watching them do it, it suddenly occurred to me, I know how to do that. I know what they're doing, and I know how to do it. So I started helping pick these things off. And we worked well into the night. Like, I knew this was going to be a journey to really fully help her. Like, and what we were doing would take many hands and would take some time. But this is what was being asked of us, and this is what was needed. And this was what Mama, how we were to help her. And she let me know later that I'm not really asking for your tears. I'm asking for I want your strength, your beauty, your love to lift me up. I know that there are many who are carrying energies of guilt, and I don't let us let that go. We're here in this time now to help each other, and for you to help me. And what she said to me, because it was at the time of the new moon or full moon, I'm not quite sure which one it was that I had this experience, um, but the next full cycle, moon cycle, I was guided back in. And this time when she came into the cave, like she was showing me that we went through this whole cycle of for her renewal, however long that will take. We went through the cycle and she came back into the cave shining and beautiful and bright and ready to serve her children. So her in being service to her, she now is in a place that she showed me that she is now able to serve us, to serve all her children, like you said earlier, the trees, the waters. She is going to help not only guide us in how to be of help, but she is going to be right there in helping with the work to be done as well. She is strong enough. So we are to feel good about the change just that we are making and that our help is working. And mama comes into my ceremonies now. So when one comes to me, she comes and sits with me and she helps do for those who come what I was shown to do for her. She does for her children now. So she comes in and she actually does healing work directly for you in whatever capacity it is that you may need. So it's a beautiful cycle and circle that has been formed in this time that we are in with our mama.
I love that. I do have a couple of things I'd like to put in there, if that's okay, Selena, from my experience, my knowing. Um, my question that comes to me in your sharing, there is a painting that a beautiful lady in Oklahoma did, and she was a keeper of part of the heart chakra of Mother Earth in Oklahoma. And my husband and I did some amazing work with her there. And she had a painting called The Calling, and it was where Mother Earth was calling her gifts back to her,
Yes,
and her knowing back to her,
yes,
um, and because the grids were all shut down for her divine protection eons ago by the Creator, and her soul was entrapped in order for people to come or beings to come forward and try to control this planet and take it over.
yes,
And with the grids being shut down, they couldn't entrap the soul fully. So there was still an essence of our beautiful Mother Earth that was alive and in communication with Creator, the Ancient Ones, and all our holy beings. And that was the saving grace of this planet that a lot of people may not know. So, with that said, uh, the calling, you can feel it. And everyone, I'm really appreciative of how you share what you went through, because so many people across this planet think Mother Earth calls them with a bunch of leaves or, oh, come see my rainbow. But the calling is when you're actually placed down into the depth of the bow of Mother Earth to see what needs to be done.
yes,
And in seeing that, the first thing that come to my heart is, how may I assist? How may little itty bitty Patricia assist? I got some warriors around me, I know that, but how may I assist? And so the knowledge that I've received over the years in helping people is that many bring forward and return gifts to Mother Earth, whether they're conscious of it or not, whether they're aware of it or not. But those who are consciously aware truly, truly reach more than one level of Mother Earth. Many people come to work with their spirit, work with their physical, work with their emotional, work with the different layers, the planes and dimensions of Mother Earth. We're working in and through multi-dimensional planes of this planet. So when Mother Earth fell into your arms, that was a part of Mother Earth,
yes.
perhaps. And so I just want everyone to know that working with the earth, you're working with many different levels. You don't feel overwhelmed that you get this whole big planet in your lap. So I just want to clarify that. And I know that you meant that, but sometimes when we're speaking of what we do, we kind of take it for granted in a way that others know
Yeah.
all of that. So I just wanted to bring that so that people, call on Mother Earth. If you want to ascend or have higher frequency or know who you truly are, or you want to walk in your own divine light, your own truth, your sovereign soul, you can. You can, but not without connecting with Mother Earth. We are stewards of Mother Earth. We are here to assist, bring forward our gifts, our knowledge, our wisdom, and to learn and remember from her. It
Yes.
is a two-way street. And that's why I love your story. I
Oh,
appreciate your story. It touches my whole being. So
oh,
please continue.
yes. I so appreciate what you said because that is my experience, that mama has many, many realms and levels to her. And the way in which I have been given to connect with her, those realms that she's called me to are to assist, are will be what the best way that I'm given to serve as who it is that I am, as one of the as the ancient ones refer to me as earth walker of the ancients. So I carry an ancient connection with mama that I can call that forth to assist in a way that is representing from her birth to who she is now, who she is becoming. And I wish to say that as Mama and I began this journey together of me being a helper for her, one of the things that she impressed upon me the most that she wishes her children to know about her words to me are, if you truly wish to be of help to me, if you wish to be of service, if you're feeling that call and that heart's desire to be a helper for me, I ask you to know and to hear me when I say the greatest gift that you can give to me, the greatest gift you can give to me is to heal yourself. Heal yourself. That is the greatest gift. Start there. Start there.
Um, I'm wondering if I'm going to put this show up on my website, but I would like to invite you if you would like to do just a video of your vision in your words, however you wish. I'd be honored to put that up on my website and share it out so people can hear your story on a deeper level than what we have to put through in an hour. It seems like I could sit and talk to you
Yeah,
forever.
yeah,
And I look forward because I truly feel we're going to be connected somehow in the work with Mother Earth. So I'm excited to be reunited and reconnected with your divine being. Um, so I would like for you to, we've got about 2 minutes before we take a quick break. And I would like for you to take those 2 minutes to share how people can get in touch with you. I know we're going to have it on the screen, but things that you offer and how you would like and are
yeah.
being guided to connect with others.
Thank you. Yes. You'd like me to begin that now? Is that
Yes, please.
okay? Good. Wonderful. So, getting in touch with me, my website is whiteturtlemedicinelodge.com. Whiteturtlemedicinelodge.com. And you can reach me through Instagram. I do have Instagram page, but it's Earthkeeper Selina Mu. Earthkeeper Selina Mu, M-U, M like mother, Mu. And Moo, the name Moo, I wish to share with you. Um, I had, over the years, I had gone through this thing where I wanted to change my last name. It never really resonated for me. And sometimes that does happen, and I understand the reason why it happened. But it didn't feel quite aligned with who I was becoming. And I asked Mama, well, Mama had said to me early on, I ask that you call me by my ancient name of Moo. So that's how I refer to her, as Moo, Mother Moo. And so you'll see that name in different cultures. You come up. So Earthkeeper Selina Moo, I'm sharing that because that's how you'll find me on Instagram and
Okay.
on Facebook. Yes. And so as I'm making this journey, and I've been called to return to open community, to be out in the open in community. My work has been sort of taken a different turn, and I've been mostly using internet and doing a lot of online work. But now I'm being called to go also back out into community. So I'm really grateful to mention that I'll be holding a drumming circle,
Yes.
beautiful drumming circle in Truro on the 26th of February. So very soon.
Very
Um,
soon. I'd like to be
very
there
soon.
too.
I'm
I may take a
excited,
trip
and I
back.
invite all who feel called to come. It will be very powerful. We will be working with drumming and sacred sound. Mhm.
Okay. We might give you a little bit, we will give you a little bit more on that right after our break. Thank you, Selena. Thank you,
Mhm.
everyone. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I get lost in the flute sometimes, don't I, Jacob? Welcome back, everyone. We're here with Earthkeeper Selena, beautiful being here from Canada. And she was starting to give us information about a drumming circle. Now, that will be live, is that right?
Yes, it
Will
will be
anyone be
live.
recording that?
Yes, it will be. No, that won't be
Okay.
recorded. It will be held at a beautiful wellness center. Newstory.ca is their website. They are graciously hosting me. So it will be in a beautiful space that I will be bringing grandmother drum,
Yeah.
and we will be working with deep sound. And so I'm very excited about it. It's something that's my first drum. Mama came to me at the first drum I ever made, and she gave me the name of my drum, which is Big Medicine. So I will have Big Medicine there with me.
That's nice.
And I also, so there will be that. I'm very excited about it. And also I am doing one-on-one um, wholeness, wellness, beautiful alignment sessions. I hold ceremony, a one-on-one. I do that over through Zoom, and I
Okay.
do that so anyone can reach out to me that feels ready to or wants to explore. I can offer a complimentary consultation so that you can get to ask me questions directly about that, if you want
Mhm.
to reach out first. But yeah, one-on-one work, and I also offer mentorship for those that ready to go deep dive with Mama and all of that goodness.
We're very much alike. I do solution sessions and
Yeah.
mentoring packages. So
Ah,
yeah, we're very
okay.
much alike.
Yes.
Um,
But like you said, though, it's time, right? That
it
we
is, it is time. And it's really time because a lot of us um, beings here have been working in the workings, I call it,
yeah,
for most of our lives.
yeah,
We all speak of oneness. We
yeah.
all search for oneness, but we don't all work together.
Mhm.
And I've been told this is a year that we all began to work in unity. What a difference! What a difference we all can make being friends and
Yeah.
sisters and in unity.
Yes.
Uh,
I love that. Mhm.
So, if you were, um, if you were able to, I'll invite you to let's do a gathering here on my property if you like this year. And
I'm there.
we can take it to the ocean.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 tons of selenite on our property here that vibrates on its own. Um, so yeah, I've been wanting to have a couple gatherings this year. The other thing is, so how is that part of Mother Earth now?
So what she's showing me, what I'm being shown and given, because understanding that the oneness that you spoke of, when we speak of how is that part of mama, we're also speaking of that part within ourselves, because we're not separate from our mother. And so how are we doing at that level? We're we're coming along beautifully. Of course, we can see that there is more for us to do, but she is now at a place where her strength has returned, and she is her determination to be self-determining is so strong now. And right now, in the way that I have my relationship with her, mama has gone from winter solstice, has gone into her own dreaming on behalf, into the dream time, on her own behalf and on behalf of her children, us.
Hmm.
So when she comes out in spring equinox, she reveals to me what her dreaming brought her.
Nice.
She was given for herself, which is very powerful. And I'm actually her helper. I go into the dream time where she is and take care of her as if she needs drink of water. I mean, that's the relationship. If I bring what she is looking for as she does that dreaming for herself. I can't
Nice.
wait for us to talk about Australia.
I know. We'll do that on the next show because the line was drawn in the sand this last winter equinox here, as winter solstice here. Um, there was a line that Mother Earth and the traditional ancient elders from Australia to the Hopi to the Native American, they've been in council for the last 20 years, and the message was the line was put in the sand.
Mhm,
And that doesn't mean that others aren't going to come forward, but what it means is all those of us that have been carrying the load are
mhm,
to receive endowment to
mhm.
fully divinely assist to help bring others in,
Yeah,
other consciousness in, and that Mother Earth will guide us who and what and where.
yeah,
Uh, so that's a very strong uh, statement from the elders around the world.
yeah,
And so the ceremonies at Uluru were very, very, very important in the last 3 years. And I know you have a connection and a love for that land as well. So I'd love to share that
yeah,
in the future with you on the show. Um, because we all seem to be connected to the ancient lands and the ancient teachings and the ancient stories. Um, for me, the best information that I've received from Mother Earth and her tribunal is that she is now beginning to know her own liberation for the very first time since creation.
mhm,
That
mhm.
imagine her
Yes,
all these years without liberation. Now imagine her with liberation and the authority
yeah,
of her own divine will. Man,
mm,
we're in for it, aren't we?
we are. And I think we're starting to feel little snippets of what is to be. And for some, if they're not holding balance, it's really affecting them. And we must be good to ourselves and get that grounding we need to be in alignment with mama and her changes. because she's not holding back for anyone. She's moving forward and she's continuing. So there is a, a, a way, a sacred way that she is navigating the changes on her own behalf, and that her children will be able to be with her. Mhm. Yeah.
We're always with her. She's
Yes.
always with us.
Yes.
We become physical beings in an earth work for a divine purpose. We bring forward what is our frequency to align with. For me, Mother Earth is the living library of divine love. So being humble when you're feeling the earth or confusion, or you have those things coming in, that kind of fog you. Get to gratefulness, get to humbleness, get to, oh my goodness, I am grateful for this crystal. It's helped me through. I've cried on it. When you get to that humbleness, and you can reconnect to that love.
Yeah.
And the love that you're reconnecting first with, believe it or not, is here.
Yeah.
The energy of Mother Earth. That
Yeah.
love will always bring you back to that divine love space. You can't resist that. When you get into that energy, it's there. You become that divine love energy and frequency. Do you not? Like, do you feel that as well?
We can't have a conversation with Mama and all that is unfolding without bringing in love.
I know.
Right? So yes, and more. Like, it is a time of miracles and blessings, and beautiful magic of connecting back to love, and where that's bringing us and bringing Mama. She's, I was invited, I was called by the ancient elder Hopi ancestors when I was in Sedona, Arizona. They called me into the inner realms with them to bring ceremony to the ancestor ones.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that we were able to cross those bridges and make those connections was through that love of the earth, love of who we are born to be, including, Mu, including our mother. That was the meeting place. That was the heart. That's the heart. And it was very profound and similar when I went to Australia. So, this is a time for us to gather our strength, our courage, our medicine. And in the way I have been given the word medicine, the original meaning is that which will heal you or teach you. Medicine.
Yeah.
So we
Nice way to
gather
put
our
it.
medicine.
Nice way to put it, Selena.
Yes. Yeah. Gather your
Um,
medicine.
so the difference now in 2023, the difference now, I know that my husband and I were told about 18 years, no, 16 to 18 years ago, when Earth and her tribunal were in council for about 3 months. It was the longest 3 months. We knew they were in council about something really enormous.
Yeah.
And that is when she came back and said she decided to go through her ascension and stay in this form. And that was something that is rarely chosen. But this loving being wanted to stay in this form, no matter what had been done to her, no matter what things that she had the confidence and the knowing that she was going to heal the form while she ascended. And man, has she shown us
Yeah.
But she's shown us that that is possible. So everyone's talking about all this 5D and 6D. And we're multidimensional beings. That's my understanding, knowing. So I can zip in and out where I'm guided, where I'm summoned, where I'm dragged, and where I run. And so with that said, to me, Mother Earth is finishing her creation that she didn't have the ability to do. And
Mhm,
she's doing that now.
mhm,
So the rebirthing messages that everyone's getting, it's beautiful. But I feel that we rebirth many times in form, in
mhm,
many levels, in many ways. To me, I see Mother Earth is becoming what she was intended to do before she was interfered with at
mhm.
creation time.
Yeah.
So she's now becoming what she was created. She's finishing her creation.
Yeah.
Isn't that a lot like how all of us come in here
Mhm.
to assist her, to be
Yeah.
assisted by her? Isn't
Yeah.
it beautiful? The parallel that we are to this beautiful planet, and hearing her, feeling her, the song lines, the stories, the blade of grass that the seed is flown somewhere else and grown. It don't get me started. I'm sorry. So I love all this. We
Yeah.
have about 3 minutes, and
Okay.
I want to say thank you from my heart and soul for being here,
Mm.
for coming forward. Thank you for listening to the message to come forward and share your wisdom and your love. I so appreciate you.
Mhm.
And thank you to the audience. And please look up Miss Selena and follow her journey out into the world.
Yeah.
Um, and I'd like to give you the last few minutes of the show to say whatever you'd like to say to the world. Thank
Mm.
you.
Appreciate it. So appreciate it. So I would like to bring a message, if I may, through that has been passed to me from the trees, who, as we are on this journey, and they have reached out to me and asked that I be a speaker for them and sharing my journey with trees in this lifetime, because they've been helpers and healers for me in a profound way. And so I have, with that, I do have a forthcoming book, uh, Tree Medicine Story, Talks with Trees. And
Nice.
so I, look for that. But so I've been on this incredible experience of understanding the medicine of trees and what they have for us and what they are bringing to support mama. They've asked me to write this book, and it was the hemlock grove down in Kejimkujik Park which asked me specifically
Yeah,
to write
well,
this book. Yes, that hemlock grove. And after a vision quest that I had done down there, that beautiful place, sacred land. Um, and so I want you to know that the trees are getting stronger in their message and in their desire to be in relationship with us in the journey, that they are to be at the forefront of a lot of what is to unfold. There's much that they have to share with us. So I'm going to acknowledge and send out love upon all upon the earth, with the blessing of the trees and their root system that goes out through the song lines and the grid lines of mama. I'd like to share that. Yeah.
okay. Well, with that, thank you, Selena. Unfortunately, an hour goes by really fast. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, audience. And we look forward to you next time on Divine Guidance with Patricia. Thank you, Selena.
Love and peace to one and to all. And I thank you once again for this time to share
You're
with
welcome.
you. Walali Akum.
Thank you for listening to Divine Guidance with Patricia on TransformationTalkRadio.com with me, Patricia McNair. Tune in next time to explore more challenges that can help you achieve your whole being. I know we are all capable of truly being whole, and with a little empowerment, anyone can access an entire universe of knowing that is just waiting to be explored. For more information about me and my services, visit divineguidance.earth. That's divineguidance.earth. See you next time, where together we focus on SOULutions for the whole being.